How's it going, everybody? My name is TreeBurgers and welcome back to the PR test server. So today I wanted to see if we could play around a little bit with the new garage editor. That is the only thing we haven't touched upon yet, only briefly. And it is also, in my opinion, one of the biggest new pieces of content coming to Crossout. So that is why we're going to take a look at it. So I emptied out all of my garage area here and I removed everything that was laid down by the devs by default. So this is what your garage will look like as you join when the battle pass is released. Everything will pretty much be removed unless they keep the default look of it, and I wouldn't assume that they would do so, simply because of the fact that now all of the buses and the test cars here are all vehicles that you have to acquire through unlocking. So I'm assuming that it's going to be empty, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure about it. So don't take my word on it. But at least we're going to see if we can build ourselves a cool little one here, so you guys can get an introduction to the new garage builder. First of all, we're just going to go ahead out here and see what we can actually work with. I told you guys in a previous video that the entire area is sort of fenced with an invisible wall, which goes something like this for boundaries, and then all the way down here to here. So we have a pretty huge area that we can work with, and we have all of these different items here that we can use for our new build. I had a few different ideas for today what I wanted to do. We have a bunch of parts here, and I felt like, first of all, making a bowling alley would be pretty cool. So I feel like we should we should definitely try that, because there is a bunch of things here. I'm just gonna lay out all of the different things that we can use here just as a starter to see what we actually kind of can work with. I don't want to go too far down here, so if we want to make like something, a bowling alley here, then we just put down these, and we need some pins down. Let's put some more of these down. There we go. What pattern are these in? I honestly don't even remember. I think something like this, right? That'll give us 10 pins total, so that should be correct. Come on, there we go, perfect. And this is not like perfectly aligned, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Okay, so if we have some bowling going on down here, I quite like that. We need some fences for our bowling here, so the pins don't go all over the place. There we go. So we can put these down, and we can sort of shield this in just a bit. Maybe use a bit of different walls here, just to give this like a mixed look, since we have access to a bunch of different walls. Does this look good? I don't like that one. What else do we have? What if we go here, and we can actually sort this by all of the different fences that we have access to? So maybe just one more metal wall. Do we have to flip this? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm very happy about that. And you know what? We can also put down containers and stuff. We're not going to do that because that's probably not going to look as good. Let's see how big is the concrete wall. Okay, so the concrete wall looks something like that. That's also pretty good. Now we're going to take this one, and we're going to just fence this in just a little bit more there. That's probably pretty good. Then we can take these buffer bags as well. There we go. Very nice, very nice. We can take these and put down there, and there we go. We have ourselves a little makeshift bowling alley. That's very nice. But we also need a bowl to shoot, and maybe just a gate here. That would actually also look quite cool. Perfect. That looks so good. Now we need a bowl. So the bowl is in the attractions right here. Steel bowl. We can put that right there. So whenever you walk up here now, oh god, this is not. Oops, we're gonna leave that as it is for now. So now we have this, and that is actually super simple to put together. We might need to just fill in this gap here a bit. Do we do that with a container? Yeah, let's do that with a container. That looks random, but it is what it is. It's all right. And then we have a little gap here now, so we want to put something here just to make this look a little bit more natural, if that's what you're going for. I don't know if it is, but at least if you do, then you can always fill out things like this. Just like that. Perfect. And then we can put in like a metal canopy here, just to make it look like we have a little bit of resource thingies going on over here. And put some of this in. Maybe just we get like a stack of tires in there. Oop. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. All right, let's keep that as it is right now. So we have a lot of opportunities here. The next thing that we also have is that we actually have We could go ahead and like make a big ramp here maybe, or we could let's see what attractions we have. So all of these are the different attractions that we have. We also have an auto catapult that shoots cars, but I kind of want to see if we can actually, you know, we could make this one. Oh, we're out of bounds there, so we don't want to do that. What else could we go for? We could go for the Ferris wheel and actually put that one down here as well, because this is actually a target practice, so you can shoot these, which is kind of cool. So we could make like a huge target practice stand down here. So if you put that there, then we have something like these slanted targets, which is also kind of cool. I guess we could put that one down here, and then we want a wall that kind of blocks this one off so you don't get to see it all the time. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. What if we then put this? Might have to move that wall back just a little bit so we don't get this gap. I don't like that gap. And if we then turn this around, then that actually adds up or lines up pretty nicely. Very cool. Very cool. We also have a piece of broken wall here. Maybe we can use that to fence in this area. And then if you grab another concrete block, nope. Maybe this one. I don't know if they're actually colliding with the Ferris wheel at the moment. They don't. So if you put that there, cool. Okay, so we have the Ferris wheel we can shoot. We have the target coming up there. That's also super dope. Then we just have to grab some more stuff. We could actually fill up this little thing here with some explosive barrels just to make it look like you can blow that up. Because the barrels actually blow up, which is super cool. And just shove in a bunch of different stuff here. Get ourselves a little nice explosion effect once we actually shoot that area. And a little horsey there, because why not? And put down a barrel. This looks so cool. All right, so that's the start of our little shooting area. The only thing we have to do now is also to set up some more, maybe some test areas, because maybe we want to test out the damage that we deal. Let's see if we can just make this a little bit more of a segment here. This is actually some nice fencing. I like that. Very much like that, but I think we should use something like, where do we have that? Something like this. It's a sort of wall of this area. So we want to be able to put a building here. So this area has to be big enough to actually hold the building there. Perfect. This should do the trick. Put the concrete wall down. Put another one of these down as well. Now we fenced off that area. So that's sort of our bowling area right there. I like that. And also shooting range. We also need to limit off the shooting range. Now, what if we use these buffer bags for that? Could we do something like this? I guess that looks pretty good. How far out can we drag this? Perfect. Right there. So what could we choose to put in there that would sort of... Oh, we could also put down one of these. It's just a bit big though, isn't it? I guess that looks good. I have no idea. I noticed that the fences here are actually destructible. We could also put something like the barricades down. Barricade, and then we could put something down there that you then had to shoot, which could be another horse. There we go. I'm just messing with this thing right now, but it's gonna look cool when you get all of this laid out. So right now this is what we have, and then maybe you want to come in here and you want to test out your damage. Well, we can do that too, because we have an absorption sphere right here. This is basically a DPS meter that you can shoot. Oh, we can actually go quite far out there. So if you put that one there. Then we also have the auto catapults that shoots cars out, which is so cool. So maybe I was thinking that it would be great to have that one. Actually, if we shoot it from over there, that would be quite dope. So auto cannon there, and then we can always place ourselves over here as we shoot it. Or maybe way down at the end here. Because we don't want to cram things in too much. We don't have to. We don't have to. So if you put this one here. And we put the other one there, I don't know. Or maybe here. Then it's going to launch a car that way. Maybe we should just keep it like that, actually. Alright, well that's good, that's good. And then next to that thing we could put a dynanometer. Is that going to be enough run up? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So where do we want to put this? Maybe we don't want to put this yet. So the nanometer is basically just a meter that will allow us to test the ram damage. So if you ram this plate, well, then you're going to get a score here, depending on how hard you hit it. Now, besides the things that we've seen here now, we also have a bunch of different test cars and all sorts of stuff. So I actually feel like I want to just go ahead and try to build a little bit up here, maybe just speed up the video so it sort of becomes like a time-lapse thing, and mess around with this a little bit and see what we can make this area look like. This will also be a little bit easier for you guys to follow, so we can go through things faster. So there we have it. This is, of course, as you have to remember, just one way of many that you can do this. Let's add some colors to some of the stuff that we have right here. And you know what? I'm gonna mark these cars with gray. I don't really think we can paint these too much. Oh, the crane will actually take a bit of paint. There we go. We should also add some paint to the fences out here. There. Some green, some yellow. I like that. What about this watchtower? We can actually paint the watchtower as well. It's painted with some funky tiles here just to... Bam, there we go. Just to spice things up here a little bit. Oh, and this one as well. Well, hello there. Let's put that in green. And what about this? Any of that? Take any paint? Maybe just... Nope, not really. Oh, the rainbow also takes a bit. Let's put that in red so you know you have to use that one. Then actually we could put this and paint it a bit of yellow as well. What about the trucks? Nope. This? Nope. That? Nope. Maybe it's do something like this as well. That looks so cool. Awesome. All right, so we have a bunch of different stuff here. I mean, the paint is not really important, so we're just going to leave it as it is now. Do the autocannon as well. And that's pretty much it, I think. Let's go take a tour in this and see what we have created. So basically what I tried to do here is just, I actually created a little entrance here where I made a sort of a little drift track, you know, just a little tiny track around here and then down there, and then you can actually drift through that building, but we're going to try to do that later. And then we have a jump over here, so you can jump up to here and up to here if you want to. You can go down here, play a bit of bowling, and we have a shooting range down there as well. So we have plenty of different things on here. Only thing we have to do now is just to get in a car and actually try this thing out. I kind of want to go into the drift car here, just to give that one a little spin and see if we can just drift our newly made track here. This is very awesome. All right, so drift around this little track here, and then we should be able to go in there as well. Let's see if we can hit that. This is so awesome. It's so nice to see, you know, just how easy it is to put all of this together. That's going to be a very tight squeeze if we want to get through there. But we can get in from this side again, which is also, I quite like that we have an entrance over here. So going down here, we have the DPS meter running. I put in a few vehicles here, and you can sort of position yourself here and try to shoot at that car midair if you want to. Or you can just break through this, and we can go over here. And here's our bowling ball, here's our pins. I think we would maybe need... Oops. Yep, nope. I don't even know. Do we get a reset in here? Nah, we don't. Usually you could reset the ball. That might be a thing that they could add later, but let's see. For now, though, it doesn't really matter. We're just here to explore. Here's our little shooting range. You can take some target practice on that, and you can shoot down here for a bit. There's a few things to delete. This looks so cool. Really happy about that. And then let's see if we can go for the jump over here as well. There we go. So, boost up to this here. Hit this ramp. Oh, that was too far. Oh no. Oops. I'm liking this. Wait, it actually shoots at different cars, does it? Oh, it does. That's very nice. That's very nice. I wonder if we can add to the selection at some point. We'll have to see about that later. But for now, let's just hit the jump here to see if we can not overshoot it this time. There we go. Alright, so we're getting up here. And then we can go over the little bridge thingy and go onto this thing. And then we could hit that ramp if we had enough speed. Sadly, we didn't. Let's bring some guns in here and try out all of the things. So I brought myself a little cannon in here just to try and mess with that thing. The greatest thing about bringing things in here into the range is the fact that there's so many destructible things here. We can shoot the barrels over there and they explode. I think they did at least. Didn't they? There we go. Now they exploded. Very awesome. This vehicle here is stuck with explosives as well, so we can shoot that and we can blow that up. All of these things over here, you can simply ram into the barrels that destroys them as well. So a lot of the things that we put down here are actually destructible, which is super cool. Now, something like this as well. So if you're lazy and you don't want to go around, well, then we can simply just plow through this. There are endless opportunities, and we can take that down as well. Let me just show you how the DPS meter works here in case you haven't seen it already. So basically, you have to shoot this sphere here, and it will give you a damage up there. Now, we just have to shoot it for as many times as possible within the 10 seconds, and then all you have to do when the timer is over, there you go, 354, divide that by 10, and there you have your DPS. Now, for the bowling here, let's see if we can do better than we did before. I'm actually interested in that. Let's see. Bam. Okay, we knocked over 2, 3, 4. That was okay. That was okay. We have our car cannon here where we can shoot the car in midair if we want to. And we can go down here to the shooting range and that thing pops up, so we can actually also take that one out. So you flip it over and then there we go. And then after some seconds that should actually reset. You see that? Very cool. And knock it over again. Also you can shoot the targets up here, which I also quite like there. So we can take off that one and we can shoot our little explosive thingies down here. Bam, there. So there are a lot of different things you can do. This is just one way of many to construct the garage. I am very, very excited for this. I think that's the only way to put it. And finally, bam, we can ram the thing as well. So you can get more points if you go faster and you hit it harder, basically. But that is all for this video. This is just a video to show you guys the many opportunities that we will be getting with the new garage construction mode. The patch releases tomorrow for those of you that don't know yet, so stay tuned for it and we'll see you in patch 0.12. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.